Reach out with your emotions. Let them guide you. Yes, that's it. Ashara, tell me, what did you see?
It was you. You were in a jungle. Roots and vines, they took you, bound you, and then you were torn apart.
You saw the future. One of many possible futures, but a probable one at the very least.
Then I heard a voice. A woman, she reached out to me through the Force. She told me you had to go to Rishi.
Rishi? You said Rishi? Rishi's been coming up on the Navicomputer. I thought it was some kind of glitch. Nothing out there but my kind of people.
That is no glitch. It is a message.
Let me guess. You're thinking of walking straight into a trap.
Perhaps it is a trap. What of it? Tell the crew there's been a change of schedule. I should very much like to visit this Rishi.
Wow! The rumors were true! You're here! You're really here!
You know me?
Oh, sure. I've heard you described in great detail. Great detail. You run the Howling Tempest Gang, the most daring, ruthless pirates of the Gordian Reach. Wherever that is.
That's right. What's it to you?
Just like a pirate. You're all so touchy. I love it. You'll fit right in here. Seems like everyone in Raiders Cove is going on about you and all your insane adventures. Talk about your tough customers.
You're basic. It's very natural.
My people pick up languages and stuff real easy. Some of us like to be formal. I'm more of a cantina talk type. Speaking of cantinas, you'll want to watch for Goro. He wants to fight you so bad, it's not even funny.
Tell me where to find him. I'll see he gets what he's asking for.
Goro's at the Blaster's Path. Local watering hole. Probably washing down some Tonatron jerky with some Antelian fungo lager. I'm not allowed there anymore. Long story. So I hope someone hollows your big fight. Wouldn't want to miss a single bloody shot.
I hear you're looking for me. Or someone who fits my description, at least.
Kafsta undile, jigo hola lokuta.
Think you just did that yourself, Goro. Hang on. You're not about to wreck my place again, are you? I'm still filling in blaster holes.
Inigu daiji liska wa. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose ala tuta.
I don't belong to any Howling Tempest gang.
Mana yut eda iki. Makipuna mali tuta o mishka.
You're amusing for a moment at best. Now die.
You know, a few blaster marks is one thing. Gives the place some charm. But this...
You see before you a dark counselor of the Sith Empire. I should demand that you kneel. Instead, all I ask is that you give me the information I seek. Who is responsible for this ludicrous charade?
Everyone's talking about you. Couldn't tell you how it all got started, but I can tell you who gave Goro the idea to come after you.
Don't do it, Karina. You know what Margok would say about ratting out a resident.
If Margok ever pays the tab all you Nova Blades have run up, then maybe I'll start to care what he thinks. Guy you want is Kai Zyken, leader of the Corellian-run scoundrels. A real gem. Goro said Zyken owes you a pile of credits. He hired Goro to take you out for a fraction of what it would cost to pay you.
Where do I find him?
Beats me. It's not like I hang out with the guy. Ask Zyken's crew. They're all over Raiders Cove. Like stinkflies.
Thanks for the tip. What are you doing later?
Cleaning up this mess, serving drinks, getting 2 seconds sleep, then serving some more. Sweet for asking, though. See ya, Goro. Hope your brother doesn't decide this was my fault.
Well, look at this, scoundrels! A visit from... I was making a dramatic pause, Tomoda. I know it's the Hurling Tempest. Kai Zyken. I'm sure you've heard my name, most commonly accompanied by a longing sigh from one of my former conquests. Now here's the deal. The Corellian-run scoundrels may owe you a debt, but it's not coming out of my hide. Take it up with accounting.
I don't know where everyone got the idea I belong to some gang, but I'm sick of hearing it.
Wait, you're saying you're not... But that doesn't... Oh, you're just trying to confuse me. What? Was that a slam? Did you just slam me? Okay, alright, listen. We can't pay. The freedom to operate in Raiders Cove isn't exactly free. After the Nova Blades take their cut, we're tapped. Not before you get an itch. I do have something of value. Something I know you want.
You tried to have me killed. I don't see why I shouldn't return the sentiment.
I get it. You're not happy with me. But you might be after this. I record all my holocalls, and that includes the one that warned me you were coming to Rishi. I'll show it to you. Tomoda, get my data pad. Oh, that's bad, Tomoda. That's bad. Oh, right! Yes, thank you, Tomoda! I knew there was a reason I kept you around. Here, you could find and unlock the case with this tracer, and you could even keep the data pad. How's that?
Provided I get the information you promised, we have a deal.
Can't argue with that. Guessing you wouldn't let me if I tried, huh? You Howling Temple Club folks, you're not so bad after all.
Rita Chapawa.
Right, that's what I said.
Had enough of your snooping around Corsair
You sure
territory.
you'll be all right?
You're going down.
Kaizaikun, greetings. I speak to you now to deliver a warning. The Howling Tempest Gang is one of the galaxy's most feared pirate associations. They have just now set their sights on Rishi. As you know, the Corellian-run scoundrels owe the Howling Tempest Gang a great many credits. There is no telling what will happen when you are discovered. I suggest you herald the gang's arrival to draw unwanted attention on them. I'm dispatching several droids across Raiders Cove to do the same. Or you could do nothing and suffer the consequences. The choice is yours.
Greetings to you! Would you like to hear a true story about the legendary Howling Tempest Gang? Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't realize it was you! How exciting. Such a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What exactly is your purpose?
I've been assigned by my master to spread word of your many accomplishments throughout all of Raiders Cove. Why, in the time since your arrival, you have already defeated the illustrious Goro, brought fear to the Corellian-run scoundrels, and carried a Corsairs. Even the Nova Blades have taken notice of you. My master would be most impressed.
Why is that impressive? What's so special about the Nova Blades?
I'm afraid you would need to ask my master. Fortunately, I've been authorized to direct you to a rendezvous point, so you can do just that. Oh, do be careful in your travels. Legend or no, Goro's brother Grum is severely displeased as to Goro's fate.
Abtuskela biororeg. Tuk now. Prim slim monita rikoka shuroreg.
Okay, let's see what you've got, ugly.
Ailing, onore donatsa, tingno bum fry, ramiruk shak. Tuk now. Prim slim monita rikoka shuroreg. Javitsa! Gola! Timan stebodrar! Sona no mordakin pavuri freya. Wane likro, krorubarg.
There. It's finished. Lana Benito.
Dark Lord. An honor, as ever. And how fares the Dark Council?
Forget about the Dark Council. I'd much rather discuss how you've been since we last met.
I see you haven't changed. Good.
Not interrupting anything, am I? Just kidding, I don't really care.
Hello, Theron.
Is that a good hello or a bad one? Outside of Lana, I can never tell with you Imperial types.
You've shown you want the Revenites stopped as much as anyone. That makes you an ally.
Good. Glad we're clear on that front, because here we go. The Revenites are here, on Rishi. That's why we led you here under false pretenses. They can't know we're onto them. We need you to go out there and make life hard for the Revenites' allies, the Nova Blades.
If the Revenites are operating out of Rishi, then it stands to reason their leader is here.
That's our suspicion too, but we can't say for sure just yet. From what we've been able to gather, the Revenites' agents in the Empire and Republic have been feeding the Nova Blades intel on ship activity. The Blades then use that intel to ambush military patrols and key shipping lanes on both sides. They're essentially remapping hyperroutes.
What good does that do them?
That's what we'd like to find out.
Hate to admit it, but I haven't been able to remotely slice the Blades' computers. I have to have their security shut down.
The trouble is, we can't have any suspicion raised that our attack is related to the Revenites' activities.
So I am meant to be some base pirate who has a beef with the Nova Blades?
Yeah, you've got it exactly. Bust up their operations, get their attention, make yourself look legitimate, and then go for the throat.
We have a trusted source who's determined that the Nova Blades base, a wrecked ship called the Aggressor, contains their entire security apparatus. That's our final target.
Where do I start?
That's the spirit. We'll place you in range of the first Nova Blade target. That's where our source is waiting.
It really is good to see you again.
Been hiding out a long time. It's nice to see someone who isn't a complete stranger. Good luck out there.
Yes. May the Force serve you well.
It's you! It's really you! I can hardly believe my optical circuits.
I had a feeling Lana and Theron were talking about you when they said they had help. A bad feeling.
All bluster aside, this planet's inhabitants are not to be trifled with. The Nova Blades in particular are a powerful and organized group. That is why we intend to depower and disorganize them by firing from Jakaro's ship on the targets of your choosing.
They see me causing trouble, and word gets out that the Howling Tempest gang is coming for the Nova Blades.
Precisely! It's nice to not have to explain everything for a change. I'd wish you good luck if I thought you'd need it. We'll keep in touch!
Circuits crossed for collateral damage.
It's like a war zone, Commodore! We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp!
We're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us!
But Commodore Margok!
You heard him. Kill whoever's messing with you. Or try, at least.
I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
The job's done.
Excellent news, but it's only our first step.
Did you have something in mind?
I intercepted some chatter about a slave camp. Well, more like a slave island.
I heard one of their lieutenants mention it.
Basically, anyone in Raiders Cove who doesn't give the Nova Blades a slice of their action or whatever gets locked away. Some get put into hazardous labor, like mining, but most are sold as slaves to visitors from off-world. It's a lucrative business for the Blades.
Not anymore.
You got that right. You'll have to slip in with one of the Nova Blades' cargo shipments. I'm sure the island's heavily guarded, so try not to get killed.
I believe Theron means to say he's concerned for your safety, as am I. May the Force serve you well.
Jacaro, I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3,000 I owed. And I ain't the only one.
You're free to do what you want now.
Yeah, and we had a talk about that. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove, Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
I'd say the Nova Blades are properly distracted, wouldn't you?
That would be an understatement. Theron's been monitoring communications. You've caused quite a stir.
Want some gratification? Here, check this out. Just recorded.
They're blasting up my supplies, my foot soldiers, taking my workers. What are you people prepared to do about it?
This appears to be your problem, not ours.
How would you like it if I made it your personal problem? Give me Revan! I want to talk to Revan!
No, I don't think so.
You don't put Revan on, the Nova Blades stop rerouting galactic traffic. That ain't negotiable.
Revan.
Commodore Margok, are you threatening to alter the terms of our deal? I paid you to do a job and you've done it well. But that's over now. I no longer have any use for your Nova Blades.
Hey, I know Torch and her Mandalorian clan up and left us, but the Blades still got a lot to offer.
Not if you don't have your own house in order. Put an end to the upstart causing you trouble, and I'll consider resuming our alliance.
You really did it. You got them running scared.
This is no time to let up. I'm going to get back out there and finish this.
Now, not to sell you short or anything, don't think this'll be a cakewalk all of a sudden.
The Nova Blades still have an impressive roster of hardened criminals at their disposal, and the aggressor is still heavily fortified.
The aggressor's their headquarters. You've seen it. A crashed ship Margok turned into a fortress. Can't get in without the proper security codes.
That won't be a problem for me.
We'll get Jacaro to lend a hand all the same.
If nothing else, the activity will keep him from picking apart D4 any further.
Incoming!
Theron.
Finally in. Nice work. Now to see where Margok's hiding all his secrets.
You dirty, no-good pirate scum.
This is it, Margok. The Nova Blades are finished, and so are you.
My forebears founded Raiders Cove. This is my island, and I'm not giving it up. So come on in, do your worst. In the end, you ain't coming out alive.
They've got live slicers and they're managing network security on the fly. I can't do anything until they're offline.
I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will.
This is my ship. Think you can just walk on in and be left alive?
Theron, are you getting this?
Loud and clear. I'm in. Full access.
This is the sort of momentum we could never create on our own. We need to maintain that momentum. Surely if the Revanites are done with the Nova Blades, as Revan indicated, they're on to the next stage of their plan.
Say all you like about Revan. He was never as powerful a Sith as I am now.
It's not just Revan here, it's all his co-conspirators. We don't know how many in the Republic and Empire are pulling strings for him.
While Theron's pulling down data, I suggest you start to make your way back to Raiders Cove. Hopefully you'll have found something of use by then.
What have we learned from the aggressor?
Very little, I'm afraid. It would appear someone took it upon themselves to corrupt much of the data as a last resort.
It's a real mess, getting fragments but nothing incredibly coherent. The one thing that does keep turning up is the Mandalorian Margok brought up earlier, the one they call Torch.
What about her?
Well, it looks like Torch and Margok were thick as thieves for a while, then something happened. Had to do with the Revanites. Don't really know the details, but it looks like Torch moved her whole clan to another island here on Rishi. I've got the coordinates.
There has to be something better to go on than an island of Mandalorians with vague motives.
It's the best we have for now, so it will have to do.
If I find anything else, we'll have Jakara look into it.
I'm sending Jakaro out on a scouting run. I've made local arrangements for your transportation should he not return in time.
Wow. You've been busier than I thought.
Get whatever information you can from the Mandalorians. With any luck, they'll lead us to the Revanites.
Approaching Torch's Island. Take it you're the one they call Torch.
Shay Visla. That little nickname the locals came up with. Hell if I know why.
You recently had a falling out with the Revanites and the Nova Blades. Tell me everything.
Oh, tell you everything. Sure, of course. Because I never had a Sith try to assert themselves before. Tell you what. Instead of whatever grand gesture of cooperation you thought might happen here, why don't we try something a little different? Been a while since I had a decent challenge. I'm taking this opportunity to show my clan how it's done. Not bad. Ah! Son of a... Okay, so I'm a little rustier than I'd like to admit. But just a little. Felt good to be in a real scrap for once.
You got what you wanted. Time to return the favor.
Well, that would be fair, wouldn't it? So, you know the Blades went and partnered up with the Revanites. Means you probably know they're up to no good. We helped out the Blades to have a good relationship with Raiders Cove. We didn't sign up for the Revanites and their all-out war, so we bailed.
Can I count on you and your clan to end the Revanite threat?
No, you cannot. We're not for hire. We're not Imperial lackeys. And we're not getting involved. Give me a single target that's worth my going toe-to-toe with. That's fine. But the Revanites and their fleet of warships? Pass.
Where are these ships?
Couldn't tell you. I wouldn't mind it a bit if you chased the Revanites out of Rishi. Off the radar is just how we like it here. Good hunting to you, Sith. Jesus Mandade! Who's up for a skarkla hunt?
I understand your frustration, Jacaro, but there's only so much of your bluster I'm prepared to take.
What's going on?
Theron's been captured by the Revenites. Data from the Nova Blades hinted at the location of a Revenite safe house in Raiders Cove. We looked into it and were ambushed.
You should have waited for me to finish with the Mandalorian clan. Absolutely stupid.
I'll concede we acted in haste. In retrospect, maybe the lead was simply too tempting for us to have trusted it. Whatever the case, I stand by my decision to not impede in Theron's abduction. And I know Theron would too. Now he's in a position to do what he does.
We're talking about a seasoned SIS operative. If the Revenites took him to their base, he could learn a lot.
Of course, if we're to make any use of that knowledge, we'll have to exfiltrate him all the same. Hopefully you fared better with the Mandalorians.
Revan has a fleet of warships on standby.
Of course. From examining the Nova Blades data, it looks as though they've been routing Imperial and Republic fleets here to Rishi.
So the Empire and the Republic are drawn into a full-scale battle, and whoever's left standing, the Revenites pick off.
And we still don't know who we can trust. We need to interfere with the Revenites' plans, if not stop them outright.
Yes, it's true. I was able to pinpoint several communications originating from another island. I'm told there's a Rishi village on the outskirts. I can't imagine they would resent our presence there.
Then we will go there immediately and establish a base of operations for my campaign. In the end, Revan will answer to me.
Yes, my lord. We have to assume Revan's expecting a resistance force now. You should expect to find patrols along the way.
You're new.
Are you in charge here?
We don't really operate that way, but I can act as that sort of figure if you require it of me. How might I help?
I'm taking over here. You can help by not getting in the way.
There really is nothing to take over in the village. No ownership or hierarchy. You're welcome to do as you will.
I suppose now that we've left Raiders Cove, you're going to start complaining about them instead of the pirates.
You cleared the path well, and made a friend.
I am called a Renkow.
The other inhabitants on this island, are you in contact with them? Do you know what they're up to?
If an individual Rishi chooses to get involved with others, that's that Rishi's choice. Otherwise, we tend to see no reason to inquire. These other inhabitants they have also kept to themselves. Strangely, their encampment appears to be segregated. One group looks like her, the other is less intense.
No matter what they look like, they're as good as dead.
So there's a camp for Imperial traitors and one for Republic Revenites. And they're not exactly friends. This may provide an opportunity, either to extract atonement for their deception or to employ a little deception of our own.
It's an opportunity to thin the ranks, is what it is.
Your zeal for making heads roll never ceases to surprise me, D4. But don't worry yourself, it may yet come to that.
I'll take a closer look at these Revenite camps.
And we'll attempt to establish a better grasp of their activities.
I hope we can establish where Agent Shan is being held.
As do I.
We, Rishi, would be grateful for your help around the village. If you choose to provide it, of course. Savor your travels.
Be patient, Sergeant, but be ready. As soon as we have word from Revan, our work begins.
Lord Ivris, sir,
Dark Lord, how can this be? We're found out. I suppose Darth Mar sent you to fight his battle for him. Seems his usual way. No, better still. You learned about us and thought Mar could be in on it. You're here on your own. We have the upper hand.
You might think you're in a position of strength, but this very second, your Republic friends are plotting to take you down.
Like me, they are resolute in their beliefs. They won't falter.
Meaning you don't even have a contingency plan in place? What if the sworn enemies camped right next to you decide to revert to type?
She makes an excellent point, my lord.
It does seem we've been less than a step ahead for some time now. Our position at our heels and in the shadows. You'll get no further resistance from me. I can't vouch for every last Imperial Revanite, of course, but I can speak for those present.
You're already a one-time traitor. I'm afraid I can only trust you to die.
I suppose I had this coming. Do me a favor, Captain Milanek. If I'm to die, he should too.
If what you're hearing is true, if Lord Everest is really dead, I need eyes-on confirmation. Go.
I can confirm it for you, Captain. I had my eyes on Everest the moment he died.
By the stars. No matter what happens to me, Revan's crusade goes on. You know that, don't you?
You can barely hold your composure. I know you fear me.
I don't know where Revan is. Not for sure. But there's a stronghold in the valley. It's where they took Theron Shan. I swear, it's the best information I have. And I can't ask up the chain, they'll only grow suspicious of me.
You have far outlived your usefulness, Captain. If ever you were useful to begin with. Lana, Theron's being held in a valley stronghold. Could be Revan is there as well.
I have D4 see what the Rishi know about it. We'll work out a plan of attack once you've returned. I've never met a people quite like the Rishi. Pragmatic, accommodating, reasonable. If it wasn't for the climate, I'd consider staying.
I could see making a home here.
Really? New seat of the Empire, maybe? As I mentioned earlier, I did acquire some information worth noting. Rishi observations surrounding the Revanite stronghold fit what we know. They're holding powerful warships on standby, and they're well protected.
Revan actually intends to take on the Imperial and Republic fleets all at once.
It's audacious, to be sure. We've been unable to reach the Imperial fleet nearing Rishi, but I can confirm from the Novablade's data logs that Darth Mar's flagship is among them.
Get to work on a solution for our connection issues. He needs to know what's coming.
I'm working to remap the interference patterns into a code that protocol droids on approaching ships should be able to decipher, if they're any good.
Press on. Stall their ships if you can, and we'll do what we can from here to reach the fleet and lend support as needed.
I'm no pushover, but you aren't joking. We do hope Agent Shan is recovered.
Yes, preferably alive. Now go show the Revanites, and, fate willing, Revan himself, why you are not to be trifled with. I'm starting to get the hang of slicing. Theron's influence, I suppose. Give me 1 second. There. A hollow record of Theron under interrogation. Coordinates are coming your way.
And Revan?
No indication he's there, but no indication he isn't either. I wouldn't let my guard down.
Revan.
I should have known the Empire would send one of its lapdogs to try and find me. You should never have bothered.
What have you done with Theron?
Theron Shan's fate doesn't matter. Neither does yours. I'm changing the fate of the galaxy itself.
All I see is you trying to destroy everything.
I'm not waging some war with the Empire and Republic. I'm saving countless lives, and you keep getting in the way. The only upside in your being here, really, is that you get to bear witness. My plan's too far along for you to stop it now.
Don't listen to him. It's not over yet.
What are you talking about?
Don't know how much Lana or Revan told you, but he's lured the Imperial and Republic command fleets to Rishi.
Revan wants to draw them into a fight. Try to take out the leadership.
It'll barely be a fight. Revanites embedded on both sides are gonna sabotage shields, weapons, you name it. And we can't warn them. Revan had the Nova Blades build him a signal jammer. No communications at all up in Rishi space. It'll be a bloodbath.
As strategies go, you appear to have outdone yourself, Revan.
Too bad you won't be around to see the results for yourself.
This place is coming down. Soon.
You could have joined me, Theron. Understandably, you're as tenacious as I ever was. Goodbye.
Hello? Are you there?
Lana, what just happened?
I appear to have sliced through 4 layers of encryption to remotely deactivate the power core.
Just in the nick of time. Don't know if I could have managed that even.
Theron, good to know you're alive. I heard everything. About the jammer, all of it. We need to regroup for an immediate attack. Whatever happens, be proud of what we've accomplished up to now. See you soon.
Alright, take it easy. I'm not exactly 100%, and you're not exactly gentle.
Oh, good! The team's back together again. All thanks to you for saving Theron, of course.
He's lucky I arrived when I did.
I'd hardly say that. You know what, never mind.
Theron, you have the intelligence on this signal jammer. You start.
Right. The intelligence I gathered in the company of several interrogation probes while being held against my will. Jammer's on a nearby island. You've probably seen it. Can't be sliced remotely. Lots of Revanite zealots protecting it. The usual hopeless nightmare, basically.
The way you two are behaving towards each other, I want to know what's going on.
It's nothing that can't wait.
Time's running short. You know what to do. It's what you always do. Triumph.
Come in. Can anyone read me?
I'm here. And you are on Rishi.
Darth Maul, you have traitors in your fleet. Scores of them, acting under orders from Revan.
Revan is alive?
He wants you to destroy each other up there.
Have the fleet powered down all weapons. Do it now.
Your people should have a list of the traitors. Finally, an open line.
Grandmaster Shan, It appears we have been set upon each other by your ancestor.
Yes, we were notified by an agent of ours whose planet side. We're taking measures to detain the traitors among us.
As are we. Given the nature of the threat, I suggest we speak in person.
Very well. A neutral location.
There's a pirate town on Rishi. My team will send the coordinates.
That will do. Then we are agreed. A truce. For the time being.
It would appear we've reached an accord, and without a council majority.
We both know time is too short for consultations in politics.
Sutil Shan, Grand Master of the Jedi Order. Your intervention allowed us to defend ourselves against the Revanite fleet. Many thousands owe their lives to your actions.
And the all-encompassing rot of the Order of Revan has been excised from our fleets. Now we turn to the matter of Revan himself.
My agent here has discovered that Revan's on the fourth moon of Yavin, where he believes the last spark of the Sith Emperor resides.
Revan intends to return the Emperor from the brink of death, so he may finally be destroyed.
I take no issue with the Emperor's demise. He no longer holds any power over us.
Agreed, but there's more to it than that. The Emperor hungers. If restored, he would attempt to consume all life in the galaxy, and I am certain he would succeed. No one, not Revan, not the Jedi, not you, not me, would be able to stop him.
Darth Mar and I will be leading a joint strike force on Yavin 4 to put an end to Revan's plan. I hope you'll join us.
As do I, for the Empire and for the galaxy.
That went surprisingly well, I think.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Empire and Republic can work together without stabbing each other in the back.
It was the right move arranging for your capture. We've succeeded, haven't we?
Unbelievable. Where's the trust, huh? Did it go wander off someplace, or was it never there to start with?
If you were in on the plan, the Revanites might have been able to see that.
What, you mean mind tricks and all that? I have implants. I'm protected.
I meant your performance. Admit it, you might have betrayed the truth.
It's not impossible, okay? Let's just drop it. Isn't there anything else you wanted first?
Yes. Will that be all?
Theron, help Jakaro ready his ship for departure. Lana and I have unfinished business.
Don't have to tell me twice. Come on, Jakaro.
Some truths, they linger more than others. Like how friendship isn't easy to come by. How trust is far more rare. Theron trusted me, and I don't think he ever will again.
You took a smart risk that paid off. Nothing wrong with that.
I know you're right, but the sense of betrayal Theron must feel. When all this is over, if we survive, we'll be back to working at cross purposes. I know there's no other way. It's like when we first met. I knew our fates were going to be intertwined completely. I've tried to maintain my poise, deny my senses. But I can't. Not anymore.
You don't have to.
It's true what they say. Patience is its own reward.
We should go now.
Yes, absolutely. I'll make sure Theron and Jakaro are ready to head to Yavin 4. Every moment wasted is a moment in Revan's favor.
There can be no mistaking it. The Emperor is on this moon. Revan is here as well.
and another presence, if you wish to believe the Grand Master.
The other presence, it's unclear. The dark side permeates everything here. Saturates it. I've been to Oricon. This is another level entirely.
Scared?
You must be joking.
The Order of Revend is garrisoned inside an old Masasi temple. That is where the dark side is most prevalent.
We carved out an area as close to the temple as we could. The high concentrations of Masasi in these parts made it difficult.
It didn't help that you knew about the Masasi, but didn't bother to give a heads up to our recon teams.
This is no time for infighting or deception. The stakes are far too high.
Agreed. We cannot let emotion cloud our judgment. More easily said than done for some, I suppose. While Darth Mar and I have reached an accord, many of those under our command obviously don't share our sense of commitment.
If you were to assist in shoring up our position, it would serve as an example to the rest.
We can be pragmatic if we choose to. Do what you do so well out there. I'll remain in touch.
Lana here. I have an opportunity for us if you're interested.
Go ahead.
There's a redundant monitoring subsystem in the equipment you're installing. You could activate the subsystem, setting it to track Republic chatter and movements.
Sneaky. I like it.
Okay, I'll walk you through the steps.
We've got a much better picture now of what's between us and the temple. First thing's the Masasi. We knew we'd be facing a lot, but now we know it's a lot.
There can be no reasoning or bargaining with the Masasi. Once we encroach upon their territory, they will attack.
That was the first thing.
The best of the Imperial Guard are trained in special facilities, honed to physical perfection and instilled with unwavering loyalty. We found one such facility between us and the temple. The Emperor must have had it constructed in secret.
And there are life forms inside. Human. Whether it's Revenites or the Emperor's Guard, they won't be looking to help us.
Bringing the willful in line is one of my specialities. Leave them to me.
I will not condone what you're suggesting.
And what do you think your agent does in the Republic's name? That location is of great strategic value. Make clear to its inhabitants, whomever they are, that the facility is ours now.
They're ruining everything! I see it! We see! But they don't see! They don't even have eyes! We're all that's left! We have to flush the others from this place! Only then can we wake the starving Emperor and grant him sustenance!
Identify yourselves.
Commandant Ivan, Imperial Guard, we serve the Emperor, and you're not one of them. You're meaningless! Meaningless! Go away! Go!
The Emperor wants to destroy all life. Yours included. You know that, right?
We are food! All life was born to be his food! The glorious honor! You can't stop it! We won't let you! The Emperor must feed the Emperor.
They were Imperial Guards after all.
Yes. The support team says their commandant's a raving madman. We'll want to question him. Insane or not, he'll be of use to us.
Gah! He will be fed! He will be fed!
Silence! He's raving mad, but he still has information we need to breach the temple and prevent the Emperor's return.
I would like to interview him personally. Someone in his state must be handled delicately.
Time is of the essence. A more hands-on approach is required.
Yes, niceties are at best a luxury.
Take him to my chambers.
I won't forget this, Mar.
No, I wouldn't expect you to.
What's the word?
The word? How about unsettling?
According to Ivan, there's a device inside the temple they'd hoped to use to bring the Emperor back. It's a weapon designed to eradicate all living things on the moon, save for those safely inside the temple.
Oh, I should like to see that. Just imagine.
D4, button it.
The device appears to be Sith in origin. That's how the Emperor knew about it, why he chose to retreat to Yavin 4.
Ivan's team was going to activate the device, use the loss of life to restore the Emperor.
Yes, and now Revan plans to use it for the same purpose. If we can't stop him, we're all dead.
Then let's get moving.
Ivan clued us in on a series of complex locks that will get us access to the temple. They're our next objective.
Theron, Chikaro, would you mind? We won't be a moment.
Oh, sure. Don't ask C2D4.
Our lives have been on the line before, but this is different somehow. It feels more immediate, more final. So get that temple opened up and do whatever you have to do to end this.
Don't fall apart on me.
I won't. I promise. I'll be here. May the Force serve you well.
It's time. You've finally arrived.
Revan, but you're alive, leading the Revanites.
The brooding monster inside those temple walls. He is not Revan. He is an abomination. His obsession, his arrogance, this angry crusade, it's all blinded him to the truth. The many lives he'll sacrifice to revive the Emperor will be nothing compared to what will follow. It's within your power to stop the abomination, but you won't be able to do it alone. May the Force be with you.
The Jedi and I, we both felt it, a ripple in the Force. You had a visitor, a manifestation.
It appeared to be Revan. He claims to be on our side, and that the one we've been chasing isn't him after all.
That all remains to be seen. And for now, it's irrelevant. All that matters is that we stop the Revanites.
He didn't seem to think I could do it on my own.
All told, the Revanites may be the fiercest adversaries we've ever faced, and this temporary alliance with the Republic is unstable at best. We must gather our forces. We must endure. The fate of not only the Empire, but the galaxy itself depends on it. Finally, there can be trust between us, and not a moment too soon. As we speak, our forces are working with the Republic to end the Revanite threat and take the temple.
In spite of our obvious differences, and the fact we're at war, you were able to inspire a sort of cooperation I never imagined possible. Credit where it's due. You succeeded where Darth Mar and I failed.
But we aren't finished yet. There is one element even our combined militaries will be unable to stop.
Revan.
Given his failure, he'll try to escape, to regroup,
That cannot be allowed to happen.
Consider it taken care of. It's over.
You've been at my heels far too long. I knew the Rishi plan was a long shot, but I had to try. Had to make it legitimate. I needed to lure you in. You were supposed to stay busy on Rishi long enough for me to finish here, but no! You couldn't do that, could you?
This has all been one big deception, hasn't it? You aren't even the man you claim to be.
You don't know what you're talking about. I spent 300 years in lockstep with the Emperor's mind. I know what he's become, what he wants. The Emperor must be destroyed completely, or he will return and consume every last living thing. There's no cost too great. If I have to snuff out every life on this world by hand to draw the Emperor out, then so be it!
If you're Revan, who spoke to me outside the temple?
Of course. It's so obvious now. You have no idea what I am, what I've become. I was a Dark Lord of the Sith. I was the prodigal knight. I was powerful, but I was also weak. Not anymore. Now I'm pure, unburdened. I can finally have revenge on my jailer and save the galaxy doing it. I have the power, and you have nothing!
You are wrong, Revan. She has powerful allies.
Both Sith and Jedi.
Allies from all corners of the galaxy.
Shay, Vizsla?
Heard the fight to end all fights was going down. What sorry kind of Mando would I be if I missed out?
You were saying?
I don't care how many of you there are. I won't be denied my destiny. I am Revan! In defeating me, you let the real enemy linger on. You doom the galaxy!
Had you been successful, had you brought the Emperor back, you would have made the galaxy's destruction all but a certainty.
She's right, you know.
No, not you.
You've been so blinded by your unchecked rage, your thirst for vengeance, that you could not see the truth. Now that your power has subsided, I may finally confront you. I only hope you will listen.
I was handling this.
And you've done well. When I died, I had come to terms. I was ready to become one with the Force. But I soon realized that was only what part of me wanted.
I cast you out! It was the only way to go on, to remain and finish what we started. You were holding me back!
You think you're stronger this way, but you're not. Neither of us is. We're broken. We can't go on like this.
I won't stop! Not until I conjure the Emperor. I have to face him.
You wanted my return. You did not need to destroy whole fleets. or turn a living world barren for that. You only had to point the Empire and Republic to a shared adversary, and let them do what they do naturally. Make war. The scores of dead have nourished me. I am awakened, and I bring with me death.
The Emperor was not as strong as he might have been had Revan succeeded. But he was strong enough.
No! He was supposed to face me.
You're too weak. You won't last.
If we unite, what I am, won't it fade? Become diminished?
Dark Lord, even I look in awe at your accelerated rise to power. You did not get where you are today through kindness or moderation. It has served you well. You make a fine example.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You have to be. We have to.
You have found your center.
I have. For the first time in a long time. Thank you for all you've done, and for all you've shown me. Dark days lie ahead. The darkest days. If my error can't be undone, everyone will pay the price. Brace for the worst.
So I guess this is goodbye.
I suppose so. It's been an experience, Theron. Be well to yourself.
Yeah, you too, Lana. Try not to get into too much trouble, alright? It looks like you're finally getting rid of me. How's it feel?
All things considered, we accomplished a lot working together.
We did, didn't we? Yeah. Well, seems weird to wish you good luck, so, give my regards to the Dark Council.
And then there were two.
And then there were two. It's a wonder we're even here, considering all we've had to endure. When I was advisor to Darth Arcus, I would never have imagined any of this.
Your service to the Empire won't be overlooked.
No, it won't. It hasn't. Darth Mar has taken notice of my accomplishments. It would seem he has plans for my future. What those plans look like, I can't say. What's clear is I'll need to re-establish order in my life. That means doing away with any intricate entanglements.
It's good to see you getting some much-deserved praise.
I wouldn't have received it if not for you. You've been close to me like no other. Whatever may come to pass between us, don't ever forget that.
If this is our last moment, let's make it one to remember.
Next time you got a fight that juicy, you know how to reach me.
Good luck, you two.
Going somewhere?
We're headed back to Rishi!
Jakaro, I thought you hated that place.
Jakaro wishes to whip those sorry Raiders Cove pirates into shape. He sees a real opportunity there.
You'll have your work cut out for you. As invaluable as you've been helping us, I'm not too worried.
Jakaro thanks you for your kind words. What? Oh, you know I hate it there. That's why we're going, isn't it? Just to torture me.
Darth Mar, You wanted a word?
We suffered many casualties upon the Emperor's return, though nothing insurmountable. Nothing compared to what we would have endured had the Revenites been successful. You are to be commended, of course, but it was Lana Benico's guile and intellect that made your participation at all possible. That is why I have placed Lana in charge of Sith intelligence.
I can't think of a better choice.
Thank you, my lord.
That will be all for now. The Empire grows ever stronger. The mining of Isotope 5 has bolstered our energy independence, and we're free from concern over the threat of Revan and his followers.
That's only part of the story.
Yes, our momentary truce is over. We remain at war with an emboldened Republic, and we still have countless enemies, both seen and unseen. Political deceit is to be expected, but we have had a full-blown traitor in our midst. Darth Arcus has fostered a new level of mistrust among us. You sought to destroy the Revenites. Of all the Dark Council, the only one I can genuinely trust is you, Darth Nox.
I am the only one you need to trust. The rest can be kept in check.
Agreed. The Empire is whole once more. It grows and strengthens. Our obstacles are severe, but they are known to us. The galaxy is ours to grasp. Let us reach